Good morning. Oh, my position tracking is screwed up. And the volume is very high. Okay, I can't change the volume from here. Fix the height for now. Oh my god, that... Oh. That closed Steam VR. Oh, a bit too top. Too high. Gotta use that controller to map it. There we go. Okay, now I gotta reopen everything. Here we go. So with all the Half-Life Alyx news, I've been seeing a lot about VR on the internet. And it's not all good. I was thinking though I might make a video on how to set up live streaming and recording VR, because I've seen a whole bunch of posts on Reddit and like I've seen people have scuffed setups. I think I could just show people where to download the this OVR overlay. Is it called VR overlay? I don't know. Anyways, Steam VR lets you do these overlays that lets you do Twitch chat. Hey, Earthgird. Okay, so last time we were playing, we were going to Riften. So this is where we need to go to continue with the main story. Let's go. Oh yeah, I killed her. She ambushed me. Proud Hearth Barrow. Wait, is this actually something? This place looks cool.
It's a Nordic rune, thousands of years old.
Nordic ruin thousands of years old. Wow. I'll probably wait, see if a quest brings me here. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I agree with the people who think VR is a gimmick. It's not really ready yet. Like, the reality is so many people get motion sickness. I'm like extremely resistant to most of that, and I still get headaches after playing for around 5 hours, which, like, I'm gonna be real here, I can play PC games for like 12 hours a day and be completely fine, and I think people have really high standards now for that stuff. Like, a lot of people expect to be able to play these things for 12 hours a day without getting motion sickness or headaches. Oh, fuck. I haven't fought one of these before. Oh my god, holy shit! This thing's actually a beast. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Man, I was not expecting to get attacked by a really strong bear. Dude, that bear had red eyes. It was an absolute tank. But yeah, the other thing about VR that you don't really realize until you actually get VR is that even though each eye is like a 2K screen that's like 1600 by 1600 pixels plus, when it's this up close to your eyes, the screen door effect and pixel effect is real, even on the best of headsets. You'll have people saying like you've got a ton of people that say, oh, you can't notice it, but the reality is if you try to actually zoom in with your eyes and look, you notice the pixels. Especially when you look at far distances and things like the foliage. It's like, I mean, it's probably way easier for me because I do a lot of graphics development. Wait, where? Oh, I was like, why did my icons change on the minimap? It's because I didn't reselect it. Alright, so the bear's right there. I'm going to try to avoid it by going across here. Is he sleeping? I think that bear is sleeping. Gehrman's Hall. One of the other things that not a lot of people talk about with VR is that the graphics are a lot worse than PC games, because, like, there's a whole bunch of reasons, but one of the reasons is because, like I said, it's like two 1600 by 1600 screens for each eye. It already renders at a way higher resolution, which makes it much more expensive. Hello. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, treasure hunters. I'm not gonna fight you yet. Actually, I might not come back here, so... Who are you?
Someone do something.
Someone do something? Are you seriously? I was asking you to do something.
You won't live to see tomorrow. I cannot best you.
My horse is gonna kill you. Yep. And she fell in the ground. Really? Really? She fell in the ground? Man, that's good But yeah, there's a reason you only see old games like Skyrim get ported to VR, or simple games. Like, actually, it's impressive that this open world game got ported to VR, because a lot of the games that go to VR are just simple, small world games, because... or small linear games, because VR is already kind of handicapped in performance. Treasure hunters, but they just found 24 gold. What peasants. Yeah, so the other thing is the VR community is toxic as shit. There's this, like, phrase, pancake peasants, pancake plebs. They basically, like, talk down to normal PC gamers, which I think is just absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, I think VR has a lot of stuff racked up against it. Oh wait, is this a letter? Read note. Go to the island near the edge of the lake, look for a great tree once stood. That's where I buried it. Oh, that's that right there. But if you can get over the motion sickness, the pixelated graphics, the worse lighting, VR can be the main benefit of VR. I talked a bit of bad shit about VR, but now I'll talk about all the good stuff. What VR is, first of all, you need to realize, is having the two eyes gives you depth. You can see that things are farther away. If I go and stand up on a house or something, it actually looks like I'm gonna fall 10 feet off. If you go and stand up on one of these rocks here, it actually feels kind of scary. This is the amazing part of VR. And having the head movement completely match up with your actual head movement is huge. But that's also what causes the nausea, so in a way it's also a downside. Also, if you're not hitting 90 frames per second, so not only does this need to render at a way higher resolution, 1600 to 1600 by 1600 eyes, it needs to render at 90 frames per second minimum. Ideally 120 frames per second to give you the smooth head movement. Otherwise, basically everyone gets nausea or motion sickness from the choppiness. Then there's the other whole thing of it requires like a 110 degree field of view, which makes it also more expensive on a lot of games. Oh shit, no. Oh, does my horse have a health bar? No, he doesn't. So then, what a lot of people say is really good, that I think is like, is the positional movement, where when you move your head, it moves you in the game world. A lot of people say, and these hand controls, a lot of people say these are amazing. I think they're janky as shit. And it's like probably the source of some of the worst controls in VR right now, is having to deal with these really shitty hand controls. And also like all the games that use teleporting. So then, another issue with VR that you do hear talked about a whole bunch in the VR community is the movement issue. One of the least immersive things about VR right now is having to press forward on a controller joystick to move forward. This smooth movement also gives a whole bunch of people motion sickness. So instead what they do, I think there's actually the option here, is what's called teleporting movement. Yeah, so you can see here, teleportation. So now, So this also makes a whole bunch of people turned off from VR, because people see videos of people doing this in VR and they go, why the hell are VR games not doing actual movement? And they don't understand that a whole bunch of people get motion sickness and can't handle the smooth movement like this. It's like there are so many issues here that, in my opinion, are going to stop it from going mainstream. Oh yeah, and then one of the biggest issues that not a lot of people talk about is a lot of women these days wear makeup. Like, as far as I'm aware, basically all of them. And if they wear a VR headset while they have makeup on, it gets all over the VR headset. So they need to take the makeup off first, which takes a really long time. So it basically is like a girl could, like, if you, for example, you could just sit down and easily play a video game for like 30 minutes, computer game or whatever. But now a whole, like half the population, or a giant number of the population, won't be able to just sit down and play VR during the day because they have makeup on or whatever. That's a serious thing. So that's all related to the headset. Yeah, so interestingly enough, I don't know a single woman who plays VR, but that's probably just me. I only know actually I know like 6 guys that have VR, but I don't, yeah. See, that's the thing, is I'm pretty sure lots of women are playing games on their phones and everything these days, so you can't really say they're not gamers. They may not be PC gamers. The one thing, though, that all this immersion does is it basically brings you into the world deeper. So this is the crazy thing about it, though. So this bringing you deeper makes you want to spend a whole bunch of time here, right? You're so immersed in the world. But then you've got all the issues of VR, getting sore on your head after a few hours, getting headaches. You can't actually spend all this time here. It's really like a conflicting thing. Like, I can definitely see VR being great, but right now, let's go and do this quest. Anyways, I've been seeing so much stuff about the Half-Life Alyx. I can really understand why people are upset. If you look at the Steam hardware survey, about 0.75% of Steam users have VR headsets. So, oh fuck, oh shit, turn the fuck around. These guys are hard as shit. I need to save. Anyways, that means that 99% of people at the current rate won't be able to play Half-Life Alyx, which, so basically all those people are now feeling pressure to spend hundreds of dollars on a VR headset to play a game they've been waiting years for, that in a lot of people's opinion is probably way too late now for the game to even come out, because a lot of people haven't played Half-Life for years and are feeling pretty disconnected from it. At least that's my opinion. Also, I kind of thought Half-Life was a shit game in my opinion. The AI sucked, and it wasn't really that impressive. I thought Portal, though, Portal is insane. They should have made Portal VR. But yeah, what can you do? I can understand, though, that so many people are upset if 99% of users don't have VR headsets. Oh shit, I got poisoned. Wait, am I not poisoned? Oh. Resist poison. Maybe that's why. That place looks cool. Oh man. I just want to explore all over here. Oh, that's a dead body. Oh no, not another one. Oh god, Uthgard's fighting it. Okay, I should go help her. These cave bears are damn tough. Oh shit, we're actually gonna do this. Ooh, ruby. Oh man, Portal VR would be so good. They actually went through and they added support for Portal to Half-Life and Team Fortress, even though it was janky and you needed to enable it with console commands. But they worked on adding VR to existing Source games. I really wish they would have done that. It seems crazy to me that they didn't just add that support when they were already working on it, and would have give, like, Portal 1 or 2 would have been amazing in VR. Is this Riften or is that Riften? What is this place? I gotta be honest, it seems kind of a money grab to me that they finally come out with Half-Life 3 when they're trying to sell their new VR technology. That is some of the most overpriced VR technology on the market. Golden Glow Estate. Of course it's not a town, it's a rich person's property. Oh, I wish I could loot from the horse. It feels so natural in VR where you can just reach. Okay, that was that was buggy. Oh come on, can't I jump up here? I guess not. Oh my god, I can take my horse up here. And I can't get off my horse for some reason. There we go. I guess there wasn't enough room.
Mind yourself.
Riften's a cool place. I guess it's like on the water. Maybe like Venice.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
What's the tax for?
Privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
Oh man, I should have saved before this. Forget it, I'll come back.
What in, huh? Fuck. Have a good walk to the next city.
Have a
You
good
decided to pay the visitor's tax?
walk to the next city. Man, this guy is an asshole. This is obviously a shakedown.
All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate. The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
Goddamn guards. He's trying to take me for 210 gold.
I had another run-in with the Thieves Guild.
Be careful, Mio. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
You're a stranger here too. Visitors like us are rare in this part of Skyrim.
Tell me about Riften's Thieves
Calling
Guild.
the guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind.
That's a
Even
good
the Dark
point.
Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
Actually, I'm hoping to join them. I agree completely.
You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious.
Tell me about the Blackbriar family.
Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften citizens from her family, but to no avail.
Who else is in the family?
Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
You're not from Riften?
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
Why are you here then?
Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
You're Riften's protector.
It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies, and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago.
How did Eren save your life?
It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
Nice.
Safe travels.
Hey, you,
Khajiit?
get over here.
I'm really
I
getting
want to
tired.
talk.
Scully.
Okay.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble.
So this is the other thing about Skyrim and VR. Completely messes up the UI sometimes. You see how I'm talking to that guy back there, but the dialogue is right here. Oh man.
You could pretend not to
Pay up
hear me
or
all
else.
you want.
All I
But you
care
better
about is the
stand.
goal. Everything else is your problem.
Wait, what just completed?
You aren't worth my time. Piss off.
Jesus, you just talked to me. Alright, let's go bring the gem to an appraiser.
People of Riften.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, hey lad?
This is one of the signs.
Actually, I'm looking for this old guy hiding out in Riften.
Ah, expecting free information, eh? Help me deal with business first, then we'll see how I can help you. Besides, you look like your pockets are a little light on coin. Am I right?
Kira, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Maramon. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our...
Let me find him first. Dragons are bad for business.
Passing on a golden opportunity is worse.
What do you have in mind?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
What do I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under a stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Why plant the ring on Branche?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. I'll be out in the market all day, from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it.
Why are we doing this to Branche?
We've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
How am I supposed to do all
Do
this?
you want me to hold your hand as well?
Yeah?
You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave it behind. I'll be at the market come morning. You better be there too.
Dude, I'm just gonna find this old guy on my own. Wait, it's actually... I swore it was giving me a thing before of who could identify it.
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh?
What in the name of oblivion?
Your name carries weight in Riften.
Would prove valuable in a real battle
Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Your name carries weight.
Of course. You do well to remember that. Of course.
Wait, you're not gonna send the Black Dark Brotherhood on me?
Next time you make such a stupid observation. I believe we're done.
He has not convinced me to take part in his schemes. Yeah, I guess I have none to do here. I guess I'll try and kill Grelode. This should summon the Dark Brotherhood too, I think.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelod.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever.
Oh,
Nobody
God.
needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelod. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
Jesus Christ.
I do hope Mommy
You
and
really
Father
shouldn't
come
be
to
here.
us soon. Ever
Is
since
Grelod always like that?
Sadly, yes.
so
Even the
angry.
townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelod the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try, but I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors.
Could I adopt one of your children?
Sorry, no. Grelod is the headmistress here, and she's decided not to allow any adoptions right now.
So these
wish
kids
they'd
are
do
basically
otherwise.
prisoners.
All of these children deserve a better home. But there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
What do you want? You have no business being in here.
The Dark Brotherhood is... Oh wait, I should save.
You've taken up enough of my time. Now leave. The what? Why, how dare you? I will not be intimidated in my own orphanage. Get out! Get out this instant! You don't scare me. You're trying to frighten me, hmm? Do your worst.
Fus!
Oh my god. The pig children. No one, not the oldest dark elf of Mount Dagoth, or the ancient sage of solitude himself, can recall a time when the orc did not ravage our fair Tamriel. Whatever foul and pestilent daedra of oblivion conjured them up could scarcely have created. Orcs, I think. Oh man, this is just racist against orcs. You guys can go now.
Kill one person and you can solve so many problems.
Oh my...
When Aventus escaped, Grilla got meaner than ever. Someone has killed Grillin! When Aventus took off, when he said those things about killing Grillin...
Oh my god, this game.
Kind is dead at last.
Jesus Christ.
Yay!
Yay!
Aventus really did it. He got the Dark Brotherhood to kill old Grelin.
Holy shit, man. This game is amazing. I never expected this. I never expected the kids to cheer afterwards.
I yield! I yield! No more! I yield! I yield!
I'm not after you. You can... It's your orphanage now. Let's see if I get attacked by guards. Okay, maybe after that I will. Alright, now I can tell Aventus that. Alright, I'm not gonna meet... Might go over to the Dawn Guard while I'm waiting for daytime here at Riften. What time is it? 1 AM.
Hey, watch it.
You ran into me. Damn. I hate how you can't run out of cities. You need to go through the gates. Not... I wish it was fully open world. Oh, I left my horse all the way over here. Man, night in this game is so bright. Oh my god, this is 2 in the morning and you can like completely see everything. See, that's the thing about this game in Oblivion. In Oblivion, it would be pretty much dark here and you would need to use a torch or some sort of light magic. Oh, let's kill those guys. Let's kill these guys. I could practice my bow and arrow.
Now ain't this a surprise?
King. Two-handed increase, hell yeah. Gentle reader, you will not understand a word of what follows unless you have read and committed to memory the first 3 volumes. Beggar, thief, warrior. So said the warrior, you are a new employer. What would you have your own army do for you? Many people could find quite good uses for their own army, but Eslaf was not among them. He searched his brain, and finally it was decided that it would be a debt to be paid later for all her brutality. Lesifitra was a simple woman raised, he learned, by the very army she commanded. Fighting and honor were the only things she knew when Eslaf left Ravenswold. Oh, wait. Ravenswold? Ravens. I don't know. Cravenswold. He had an army at his back and call, but not a coin to his name. He knew he would have to steal something soon as he wandered the woods. Scrounging for food, he was beset with a strange feeling of familiarity. These were the very woods he had been in as a child, also starving, also scrounging. When he came out on the road, he found that he had come back on the kingdom where he had been raised by the dear, stupid, shy maid Drusba. He was in Erldgard. It had been fallen even deeper into despair since his youth. The shops that had refused him food were boarded up, abandoned. The only people left were hollow, hopeless figures so ravaged by taxation, despotism, and barbaric raids that they were too weak to flee. Eslaf realized how lucky he was to have gotten out in his youth. There was, however, a castle and a king. Eslaf immediately made plans to raid the treasury. As usual, he watched the place carefully, taking note of the security and the habits of the guards. This took some time. In the end, he realized there was no security and no guards. He walked in the front door and down the empty corridors to the treasury. It was full of precisely nothing except one man. He was Eslaf's age, but looked much older. There's nothing to steal, he said. Would that there was. King Yenop, though prematurely aged, had the same white blonde hair and blue eyes like broken glass that Eslaf had. In fact, he resembled Soebud and Lesifitra as well. And though Eslaf had never met the ruined landlord of the Alto Limru, he looked him too, not surprisingly since they were quintuplets. So you have nothing, asked Eslaf gently. Nothing except my poor kingdom, curse it, the king grumbled. Before I came to the throne it was powerful and rich, but I inherited none of that, only the title. For my entire life I've had a responsibility thrust on my shoulders, but never had the means to handle it properly. I look over the desolation, which is my birthright, and I hate it. If it were possible to steal a kingdom, I would not lift a finger to stop you. It was, it turned out, quite possible to steal a kingdom. Eslaf became known as Yenop, a deception easily done given their physical similarities. The real Yenop, taking the name of Yolkilnu, happily left his demise, becoming eventually a simple worker in the vineyards of the Alto. For the first time free of responsibility, he fell into his new life with gusto, the years melting off him. The new Yenop called in his favor was Sefiltra, using her army to restore peace to the kingdom of Erldgard. Now that it was safe, business and commerce began to return to the land, and Eslaf reduced the tyrannical taxes to encourage it to grow. Upon hearing that, Soebud, ever nervous about losing his money, elected to return to the land of his birth. When he died years later, out of greed, he had refused to name someone an heir, so the kingdom received its entire fortune. Eslaf used part of the gold to buy the vineyards of the Alto after hearing great things of it from Yenop. And so it was that Edelgard was returned to its previous prosperity by the filth-born child of the king Yotolf, Eslaf, Errol, beggar, thief, warrior of sorts, and king. Ah. Okay, that is one of the good books. These games have so much work put into them, it's great. Can I... Oh man, I used to, I don't know why I can't move the body. Is there something here, or is this literally just a hangout? Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. That moment when you spend 5 minutes reading a virtual book.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even
Need something?
at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
Don't bother me, peasant. I've had a long journey and paid too much.
Enjoy the wedding.
To be late. Indeed, if we ever get there. I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici, an extremely well-connected merchant with the East Empire.
So this is the Dawn Guard. And I don't get to bring my horse in.
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawn Guard too?
Hell yeah.
I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess. You've probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. I'm not sure he'll take me. I hope so. That must be it. Fort Dawn Guard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
Yeah, it is bigger than I expected too. Oh my god. This big castle just for a DLC.
This place looks almost deserted. I guess this is it. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Here to join the Dawn Guard? Good. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right.
You've worked with Isran before?
I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course, but Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods.
Methods.
Isran will want to talk to you.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard, is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
This is good.
Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know?
Damn, dude, that stare. I'm gonna go get some water and stand up. I'll be back in a minute or so. Or a few minutes. You know what? I think I'm going to end the stream here. I think right before we start this part of the Dawn Guard is a very good spot to exit. Oh man, Skyrim is such a good game. I hope everyone else enjoyed this as much as I do. I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.